are filling up my Greenstalk tower. I've been wanting to get one of these for a long time. I like doing a lot of lettuces and leafy greens in my garden. I probably eventually will put strawberries in here to keep them contained, but for now it's going to be lettuce and leaf greens, stuff like that. So I have it mostly filled up already, but I figured I would show you the last tier just to see, so you can see what it looks like. 'Cause it's a little confusing when you see all the commercials about it and everybody else talk about it. They've already got it put together. So I know a lot of people have seen the dollar store version, because I have used the dollar store version, and I found that it doesn't hold up. The water doesn't really seep through to the other layers, and you wind up just having to water the whole tower, which kind of defeats the purpose in my opinion. But let's show you how this works here. I've got 4 tiers already put together. Each tier holds 1 cubic foot of soil, so that's easy to get your soil. Now I did go ahead and get a nice premium potting soil for this because it's the first year. I will probably amend the beds next year depending on how it grows. Inside, this is your water collection tray. So you see that little spigot there? That's the funnel that goes down to the water collection tray in the tier below. So this just sits right on there like that. Now it's got these little holes in it. I don't know if you can see those. So basically what it does, this one here goes on top. This is the tray completely empty. So you saw that gray tray that I put on the tier. You can kind of see it under there. Now what you have is this one. Sits right on the top there. That is your water fill. So what you do is it shows you on the side, it shows you the measurements. So like what line you fill it up to. So you'd fill it up and it's going to trickle down through these little holes here. It's going to water the first tier, and then it's going to trickle through the funnel and fill up this tray. And when that tray fills up, it's going to start trickling through to the next tray, to the next tray. So each individual tray will water each individual tier. So that's all 5 tiers of the original. And I got the chocolate brown because it matches my awning and other furniture and stuff that I have out here already. Also, it kind of blends in a bit better. The traditional green was not my favorite color. But anyway, so this part here is on top. I did put some water in there. It's not 100% level, it's ever so slightly, so I will have to level it a bit more. Now the nice thing about this is that each individual tier, they're not locked. Like they have these nice, I don't know if you can see that in there, they have these really nice pieces that fit together. There's a plastic piece that grabs that lip. See? So they're sturdy, but they're not locked that you can't pull them apart again. So if I were to come and lift this top piece off, I would just have to lift it straight up and be able to take it off. Now what's nice about that is that if I have to do maintenance, or I need to pull out roots of a plant, or just pull it apart to move it or level it, it's really easy to pull apart. I'm gonna plant it up with all my lettuces that are over there. Okay, so I've got it all planted up, and I'm gonna show you here a little bit closer what it looks like. So down in the bottom tier, I've got strawberries, which I may actually flip that to the top. I haven't decided yet. And then I've got my freckles leaf romaine and my crimson romaine, and then more freckles and more crimson. And it's got 2 little plants per each spot, and they'll grow up pretty big. It says I can fit 3, but I like wider leaves on my lettuce, so I give them a little bit extra room. And they're in there, and they're doing great. I've had it set up for a couple days already, about 2 days, but this is just 2 days worth of growth on this thing. It's working amazingly. Like, I love the way that I just fill the top up. I have found though that I fill it up twice. I didn't really see in the booklet instructions on how many times, like if you should fill it up more than once, but I did find that filling it up once and letting it soak all the way through wasn't quite enough to get down. It'd be fine for lettuce, but if I had like a deeper rooted plant, like say tomatoes or carrots or some type of root in there, it wouldn't be saturating the soil as much as I prefer. This is one of the long rows. I've got onions in this side, And then I've got my cabbages and spinach planted in that side. There's no buds on the trees yet, so this section of the garden for the next couple weeks gets a little more sun than the cabbages like. Today, I think right now I'm sitting at 75. 2 days ago we got up to 85 degrees, which is too hot for cabbage to be in the direct sun. So I put my shade cloth over them. Just provides a little bit of cover for them so that they're not in the direct sunlight, but it doesn't actually add heat because it's completely breathable. It doesn't completely block out. It's not a solid piece of fabric, and the ends are open so the wind does blow through. My cabbages, they were looking a little bit sun scorched on the older outer leaves. They're still young and I don't want to lose them, so they're under the shade. Spring is on the horizon. We have a couple more nights in the 10-day forecast that will be close to freezing. I think I have one more freeze, so I haven't put out any of my tender crops yet. But it's nice because I think this year we're going to get the garden in on time. Last year we had a late freeze in May, so we were almost a month behind. These next few weeks are going to be the mad dash to the finish line. It still looks like a junk pile. The plants haven't filled in yet. The weeds and winter stuff is still there. I've got this big pile right here which needs to be burnt. All my planters and my front area haven't got anything in them yet, so it's still a barren wasteland to the casual passerby, but it's neat to see new green every day. I did lie a little bit. I have marigolds in my little front baskets. I'm probably gonna do some silver falls or sweet alyssum in between them. Haven't decided yet. So quick little update on the chicken coop. We have a new little surprise. First, I took off one panel of the plastic on the front to allow breeze to come through because it is a little hot in the day, but we do still have cold nights. And then if you peek down there, Mama Goose sitting on a clutch of eggs. She's got, I think, about 6 duck eggs underneath her and 2 of her own eggs. And she decided that's what she's gonna sit on. She's been on them for about 4 days now, so I've got them marked in case the ducks try to lay any nude eggs in there. And yeah, that's her spot, so maybe we'll have some ducklings. Well, that's about gonna wrap it up, guys. I came down here into the tower to get out of the wind because it's picking up pretty bad. We've got lots coming up on the garden. The goose is sitting on eggs, and I did say duck eggs. I do not have a male goose, so my geese can't hatch their eggs. However, my ducks don't like to sit on their eggs, so if she's gonna sit on a couple duck eggs, I'm gonna let her. I've also got a clutch of chicken eggs in the incubator, and I should be getting my new chicks from McMurray's in about a month or so. Now, as far as the Greenstalk goes, I am sold. They're an amazing tool. Highly recommend it for anyone who's got a small patio garden or is stuck in an apartment where all you have is a balcony, or even if you don't have a balcony in an apartment, you can very easily sit this on a tray on the kitchen floor and it would do just as good. That's about gonna wrap it up, guys. I got a few more things I gotta get done inside, and I'm super excited about this time of year. I can't wait to hear from you guys about how your gardens are going. Do you have a Greenstalk? Have you used one before? Are you interested in getting one? Let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to get your hands dirty. Wow.